Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is B from Kongs or Russ. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. And today, again, I've been unboxing tons of toys. And today, I've been waiting to open up this Count Dooku FX lightsaber. I also comboed it with opening up this really awesome TMNT Krang that I have going on here, too. So yeah, let's get into it. I've been a long, avid collector of lightsabers. You can see them right behind me. I started off collecting Master Replica FX lightsabers when they first came out. I want to say 2004, 2005 was when I got my first Darth Vader FX saber, and I was hooked. I got so many of them. I ended up getting, all the ones on the wall that you see there. It's really hard to see. I guess I can even point up, but I even have the Darth Maul saber up the top. That's the Darth Maul. This is the Episode 2 Anakin. That's the Mace Windu. I have the Yodas that's right there. I probably should just turn them on so you can see them. But like, if you don't know what a Force FX lightsaber is, but essentially it's a replica lightsaber with a metal hilt, and then it has like this plastic blade that comes across it, and then the LEDs light up as you turn it on. So I was so enamored with it when they first came out. I was so excited when FX sabers came out. I'll just pull out. I think this is probably my favorite one now. This is Episode 2 and Obi-Wan Kenobi's with the really cool hilt on the bottom, and it just lights up and you can pretend like you're a Jedi. So I remember the first time I was playing with this was just so much fun to play with. I was just really excited to see that a toy company did it, and Master Replica was the first company that started making these, and eventually Master Replica got bought out. I believe Hasbro kind of bought a lot of the licenses to make some of their stuff, because eventually Hasbro released versions of FX sabers that were exactly like Master Replica, including the reason why I have those all on the wall is because they came with awesome display stands so that you can mount them to the wall, and they look really great. I don't think any other company that's released lightsabers since then. I know Disneyland has a couple of FX lightsabers that have different stands and different mounting options, but nothing beats the classic Master Replica style stand. I'll bring a copy of it over here, but this is the other big reason. Sorry, I keep going back and forth, but the other big reason why I really like the Master Replica versions, you can see it's dusty, but it's a simple display stand. It mounts directly onto your wall, has the two different versions. You can put your lightsaber on it, and it just looks beautiful on any collection. Like, no other stand or lightsaber that I've gotten, the new versions, have this. I got the Black Series Kylo Ren, doesn't have a stand. I bought some or it has a really crappy stand. Like, it has this thing where like it kind of floats on this little plastic little thing. I've gotten a couple of the lightsabers from Disneyland. Their stands don't look great. You can't mount them. You have to put them in. So when you collect tons of lightsabers, like, where are you going to put them? But mounting them to the wall is awesome. So that's why I really like the FX saber. So back to the Count Dooku, Master Replica, I believe they released the Count Dooku in like 2008 or 2009 or something. And it was one of the most rare lightsabers. It was super hard to get. And I didn't order it because at first I was like, oh, I kind of don't want it. Like, it's Count Dooku. He's not like that great of a character. Has that weird kind of bent shape design. But all of a sudden, since it was a low production run, it wasn't available. And then they were selling for like $500 plus. And I was like, holy crap. Every time, like once in a while, I would be searching eBay. Hey, is the Count Dooku saber like available? Is anybody getting rid of it? Still super expensive. But finally, I think this last year, the Black Series Hasbro re-released the Count Dooku lightsaber, and it looks exactly like the Master Replica version, and it has the stand. I'm pretty sure it has a stand. I've seen pictures of it. Yeah, you can kind of see it here. I'll switch over so we can see the big stuff. But look, it has that same Master Replica style stand. So I mean, this is almost, it's a reissue, I believe. I probably should have did more research before I did the stream, but it's like not only just the actual saber, but they finally re-released the stand in one of the newer lightsabers, because the newer versions that they've come out with don't have this style of stand. So this is actually what sold me. This was available on Amazon, I think, and it still is. I think it's still available, like $175, and I was like, I'm gonna get it before it sells out like crazy. Oh, I have a guest here too. This guy here has been with me for a while. This is Maximus the Catimus. Say hello. Getting a little skinny, little old man. Need to eat more. He's coming to say hello. He wants to hang out as well. All right, so let's get to it. I'm super stoked to kind of get to unboxing this, and I didn't do a good job of placing where my cameras are gonna be because this is a huge box. And as soon as I turn it on, I don't know. I think it comes with batteries. If it doesn't, I'm gonna go run outside and grab some batteries and then wave it around for you guys a little bit. But here it is. All right, so we got the Black Saber. Not the Black Saber, sorry, the Black Series Count Dooku FX lightsaber here. And yeah, wow, this is exactly how Master Replica used to box up their toys. So I mean, this style with the foam styrofoam, and then having those little bricks to kind of hold it in place, and then the stand itself is on this bottom side. So this is bringing me back for sure to make to, you know, the old style Master Replicas. This is really cool to see that they went back and did this. So you got the stand pieces. Let's take out the stand just to make sure it's like the real deal, that this is actually like just like the things. Yes, it has the mountings. I can mount this. This is so cool. I know I'm putting it here. This is so cool. This is the mount. This is good. This has me more excited than any lightsaber that I've bought in recent years, just because it has it. And then you have the two pieces here. So it's super long, obviously, because it's the curved hilted one, and this piece right here. So a lot of times in the old Master Replica ones, you could like interchange these and kind of swap the stands, but yeah, there's no way that you could use this for any other saber but didn't count Dooku's. Now my only problem is, if you see behind me, I'm gonna have to rearrange how I have my stands listed, because there's no way I can fit this large of a stand with the Count Dooku saber on here. But the fact that they have the Master Replica style stand on here is fantastic. Fantastico. I love it. Has the mount. It's exactly the same. They went back and used it. Look, this is my original Master Replica stand. That's the one that they did. They brought it back. They brought it back, guys. That's awesome. All right, cool. So let's just take a look at what else is in here. We'll push this back a little bit to the side. This is the battery compartment where all the batteries go into. So this design uses three double A batteries. So that's three AA batteries that are going to go in there. And it looks like the bottom of the hilt is actually put on separately. I guess just because it's so big that they actually have a separate piece for the bottom of the hilt. And these are die cast metal. So this is super heavy. Yeah, so this is really hard. So this is really cool. I really like the design of this. This looks really cool. Awesome. All right, and then this is the front part. Mark is asking about commissions for arcade cabinet stuff. Yes, I do commissions for Star Wars arcades as well. But you know, people that know me, that's what my channel has been about. It's pretty much been a love letter to Star Wars arcade fans out there. But I'm trying to branch out to share my other passions like toy collections, and this is definitely has been one of them. Oh, I took this out and I didn't have it on camera, but oh my goodness. Wow, this feels fantastic. Holy, I mean, it's been a while since I've been like super impressed by like a lightsaber design, but I know this is like a really weird one, and some fans are like, I don't really like Dooku style lightsaber, but you know, the build and the feel of this quality lightsaber, it's great. I mean, goodness, wow, it feels so fantastic. Oh, and so the back side of it, since it's curved all the way around, even this back part is curved, so that's why you need this extra part here. So wow, it's like it's curved. I guess it's angled in two places to really get that style look there. So the battery compartment goes in there. It's gonna come up and touch it there. So like, wow, that's really cool. That's pretty intense. Really cool. So it did not come with batteries. I probably should have suspected that. I probably should have pre-planned to grab some batteries, but hang tight. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna run and grab some AAA batteries so I can plug this in, turn it on, because that's what I really want to do. I want to stand back, turn on the saber. All right, I'm back. Got my AAA batteries. Got my Boba Fett Star Wars Mario shirt. Doing my proper wardrobe changes to make sure I match the toys that I'm opening. Oh, I've had to go run and grab a TMNT t-shirt, but that's okay. All right, so I got my AAA batteries right here. We're going to put the AAA batteries into this slot. Oh, so in order to keep it kind of down, we do have to unscrew that bottom part. So let me grab a screwdriver, just a small Phillips, just to undo this portion. And the other thing that I like, I've had these lightsabers behind me for years, and so some of the lightsabers, unfortunately, I did not do a good job of taking care of them, and I left the battery inside, and some of them had battery acid that leaked. So I had, unfortunately, a Master Replica Luke Skywalker lightsaber that totally busted on me. I could not get the electronics working anymore. I tried to open it up, and then I ended up busting it more because the battery acid leaked so much I couldn't pull this out, so I had to like pry it open. So I absolutely ruined one of my FX Sabers. But the good news is that Luke got a redesign for from Disney. So when Disney's Galaxy's Edge opened up and they released some of their legacy lightsabers, so like that was a completely different mold in the style. That was so I was able to get one of the Luke Legacy Sabers, and I like that version a lot because it also has the top part that you can change out. So let me see if I can tighten this down. I'm making a lot of noise because I'm hitting stuff. But yeah, that battery compartment went in. This bottom part is screwing in like this. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. All right, I'm gonna switch me to being big, and then I'm gonna attempt to stand up a little bit while I turn this on. This is gonna be me looking like a really big dork, turning on this lightsaber. Okay, here we go. Let me turn off this light here because this one's really bright. All right, you guys ready? Ready? Whoa! There it is. Yeah. Oh, the red looks so good. Oh man, it looks so good on screen. There's no like bright spots or anything in it. Sometimes you have like these spots that are on here. And that's part of the design on some of the other LED FX Sabers, is that some of the blotches on here would be really pronounced, but you can see this on screen and it looks really good. I think that's the thing. Like some things look better in person and some things look better on screen. So when I'm looking at it in person, like I can see the red blotches or the little blotches from the LEDs. But when I'm looking at it on camera, this thing looks like a real lightsaber. And that was the brilliant portion of having FX lightsabers. When you took pictures or you're waving them around, and then the sound, everything, like, I'm doing this with my hand, obviously. But that's what made these so fun to have. And I remember being in college, just waving one of these around, just taking them and like hitting stuff. But man, there's nothing like the thrill of having like a really cool lightsaber in your hand. And I was never a huge Dooku fan, but man, this feels really good in hand. Like just the quality of the build. This might be like one of my favorite sabers, just because of like the quality of the build and how it looks. Super awesome. I don't even know how I turned it on. There's a light switch. The switch is, where's the switch at? I just kind of like flicked something and it turned on. Oh, okay, so there's a switch on this bottom part right here. So it's just a little switch to go on, switch to go down. So that looks really awesome. Pew, pew. There it is. I wonder if I can turn off this camera light too. All right, so now it's more dark. There it is. Ready? Boom. Yeah. Vroom, vroom. The motion sensor isn't that great. Like some of the other ones where you like move it, you can feel the motion sensor moving pretty well. But this one takes a little while to get the motion sensor going, and then it waves. And normally it's supposed to be like a crashing sound when you like hit it against something, but the crashing sound doesn't sound that great. So all right, so here it is. You have your episode 2 the lightsaber from Obi-Wan versus the Count Dooku. So this was a real battle. That's what you would sound like, flashing. Yeah, double lightsaber battle. My kids have so much fun with these. For them, instead of having them play with the real FX lightsabers, I've bought the cheaper plastic versions from the used. So these ones are still for daddy to play with and everything. But man, these feel great. Like even the Obi-Wan was always really good because it felt really nice in your hand. I really like the way they did this. But the Dooku feels really heavy. Super awesome. Man, super cool. Oh, I'm so excited. These look really good next to each other. Let me see if I can like show you guys the build quality of these. But look, they look so good. I have such a big smile on my face because these are super awesome. Yellow. Hello, nephew Nathan, playing with my other toys again. How's it going? All right, cool. Mark was saying you're glad the Macross SoC VF1s don't have battery gimmicks, unlike the Toynomi's that's prone to rust and battery corrosion. That's true. You saw, if you see, I did an earlier video on the Macross DX, and there's no like gimmicky like battery stuff. Oh, I forgot to put this piece on, but I'll put that back on later on. But yeah, the DX toys are awesome. If you are into Macross and you haven't seen my other stream, I just opened up the best. I think it's the best toy in the world. It's awesome. I actually just put it on a stand. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, the Roy Fokker Special. Super awesome. 148 DX Chogokin Valkyrie. The best toy in the world. Super cool. But I also I'm like, so I don't collect everything. I don't collect all tons of toys and things, but I do collect certain genres of things. So I do Transformers, but only Transformers that are Optimus Primes, masterpieces, a line of toys called Binotechs or alternators. If you remember what those were, they like transformed into real cars, and then Gestalts, which are the combiner Transformers. So I don't do every Transformer. I do a ton of Macross. I have some Legos, Star Wars Legos. I have some Power Rangers things, and one of the lines that I collect are TMNT figures, so or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. And so I have a small collection of TMNT figures, which I put in my TMNT arcade. Actually, like hollowed out the bottom section so I can just put all my TMNT toys in there. And so I recently got these, which are, here, let me switch my camera to the big camera. These are the SH Figure Arts Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So these are super awesome, you know, even metal die-cast versions of the Turtles from the animated series that, you know, I thought were fantastically built. You know, these were about $50 each. So, you know, you buy a whole set, that's $200. But, you know, the problem when you have hero figures and I have tons of Turtles is I don't have a ton of bad guy figures. Like the only bad guy figure I have is the original Shredder, which, like, you know, he has a shirt off and it looks kind of funny. So I saw this, and so I got this Cerebral Krang from Dan. Dan from the Arcade Wizards group. I was doing a commission for him, and instead of getting paid in actual dollars, he said, "Hey, I have some toys for sale to help raise some funds for this commission." And this is one of his toys that he had extras of, and it's an NT-01 Cerebral made by a company called First Gokin. And this came out, I think, in 2015. And I hadn't seen it, but I mean, I love third-party toys if they do them right. But this, you know, Krang looks amazing. I know like Krang isn't supposed to be like that buff, but you know, I like reinterpretations and reimaginings of certain figures. And when I saw this, I was like, man, this looks really cool. I'm a fan of kind of higher end replica toys. Like I love Transformers masterpieces and those types of things. So I was all about this, and I was like, all right, I will take this as credit for helping build your amazing Star Fox build, which we haven't gone over yet. But here it is, the Cerebral Krang. I've only seen pictures of this. I've not opened this up yet to check it out. And I've had this probably for like 2 months now. So again, I've been waiting till the end of 2020 to do this, or just any time that I had free time. But now, a part of it is I don't have space to display it too. So I don't know if this is going to fit even into my TMNT arcade, which is where I would plan to store everything. So it still has the instruction manual, kind of just a little card here, some plastic bits. He said it was open and used before, so we'll see. And I think he mentioned that there's something, one of the parts was loose, but you know, he opened this previously. But I think it looks great. Wow, this is really big. This is a super huge figure compared to the other turtle toys. Okay, I think this is the part that I was talking about. So the leg is pretty stiff here, but this one is just a little bit loose. So I mean, if we're posing this, you might have to add some, nail polish. That's another way to kind of tighten up the ball joints on here. But here he is, the Cerebral Krang figure. Wow, this part like feels metal, like die cast. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the feet are die cast as well, so that makes it heavy. So nice little place for it to be able to stand on. Yes. Nathan is saying, "Be careful." Yeah, looks awesome. And then we have the actual Krang figure here, right here. So we got the little guy. Yes, the brain. It's gonna go inside. So this is nice little detailed, nice paint job. I think it just fits in. There's nothing else to do besides just putting him inside. I don't think there's a. Oh, there's a glass cover. Okay, so there's a glass cover, plastic cover to cover up this part. So it just clicks in like that. And then there's some accessories. So we have kind of this hand. It looks like two hand axes that you can probably pop off the hands and put on these axes. Oh, interesting. So like the hands, they feel rubbery. Like it's actual rubber, but they're articulated. So they have little ball joints on them. So you can articulate the hands, but the hands themselves like feel rubbery. That's weird. I've not seen that on a toy. So I touched it and I was like, ugh. So it's articulated, but it's rubber. That's really cool. I actually kind of appreciate that. That's a pretty cool design feature for, you know, a toy that has this figure. So you can still move stuff around. It's still on a ball joint, but the rubber tips are really nice. And I assume you can probably just, yeah, so you can just pop off the hand, pop on one of these guys. Boom. Instant weapon. Hua, hua, hua. Very cool. All right, simple toy, simple design. Put this box to the side. Yeah, let's see if we can get this guy up and pose. So I mean, you can see the size of this compared to the turtles. If you're going to display them, I think this looks great in scale with the turtles. So, I mean, we can be doing some sort of battle with the turtles and then the Krang in the middle with Shredder behind. So just to have the variation of this, I think this will become the centerpiece inside of my TMNT arcade machine. So this will be kind of nice front and center. I'll be able to have all the other turtles kind of surrounding him. But yeah, and this looks fantastic too, and it feels really hefty. Talk about like, you know, feeling you have good value in your toys. This is one of those that I feel like has some really good value for you know, the die cast and the feet here. So it feels really good. Bye, Nathan. Thanks for joining. Cool. So this is it. So this is the Krang Cerebral figure. We got my SH Figure Arts figures just so you can see the size difference of everything. But yeah, this is exciting to see. I think this is a really cool figure. I highly recommend it. I don't even know if this figure is still available anymore. I think it was around $200 when it was released. So it's super expensive still, but I've not seen a version of Krang that looks as good as this. I am not a huge TMNT connector, but yeah, this feels really good. And I don't think that loose part really bothers me that well. So like when you are able to display, I mean, it can stand up pretty much on its own, just like that. So no big issues. I should be able to have it stand up on its own and then have it displayed with my TMNT figures. So yeah, that's it. Those are the two toys I wanted to share off today. I don't have that many more things to share off. I probably do. But I'll probably save them for another stream. I have a gigawatt coming pretty soon. I know there's been tons of reviews on that, but you know, I just wanted to be able to share off some of my excitement seeing some of these toys for the first time. I think that's always the best part about getting a new toy that you've been anticipating and being able to kind of open it and share your excitement with other people. That's what I wanted to do with you guys, to be able to share, especially my excitement for this. I've been waiting for this toy for like 10 years because, again, it was out of reach from the Master Replica of it being gone. But man, this, wow, I'm still so impressed with this. Like, I can't believe I waited. I think I bought it 2 months ago and it's been sitting here just waiting for me to open it. And now I'm giddy with excitement. Not only that it's like finally here, but now I get to display it. I have to, the next time you see me do a stream, I'll have to rearrange my lightsabers in the background and be able to get this mounted and displayed. But so for one last time, we'll just turn it on. May the force be with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Happy 2020. It's going to be a new year pretty soon for everybody. We'll catch you next year. Probably be my last stream for the year. And we'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Bye.